back, everybody, to This Is My Bourbon Podcast in HD and focused.
Figured out how my camera works for once in my life. Hopefully it looks better to everybody else.
We're doing a great job. My name's Perry. I'm the host here. And with me, just like he always is, because it is his award for being the best mutant.
My reward?
Yes.
A reward?
Yes. It's Eric the Whiskey Mutant. We're going to talk about Spooky Mookie.
A mookie, smooky, tookie, lookie.
Look, we'll get the Patreon plug out of the way here early. We just had a really, really fun pregame chats that you can only find if you're over at patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast at the $5 and up tier. Just good stuff, man.
It's a reward to the listeners.
It is, yeah. Just really, really spot on meta commentary about
major reward.
Yes. Anyway, yeah, so you can support the show over there, but that's not normally how we kick things off. I normally kick things off by asking you, how are you doing?
I'm good.
You good now?
I'm mentally exhausted, but I feel better now. How are you?
I'm very tired.
You're probably about to be more tired.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That sounded like a threat.
You better be ready.
Day of recording is the third birthday party the birthday party for Eden's third birthday, which is actually next weekend. But anyway, doesn't matter.
It's going to be a long night for Pear Bear.
It's been a long week for Pear Bear. We've been cleaning and setting our house up. We're still going through boxes. The studio is getting built. We've got a wall framed out so that we can have our own little space again. Working on that. But yeah, man, just a long week.
Yeah, I know. It's been a long work week, too.
A lot of like going to bed at 1 a.m.
Waking up at 5.
I get up at like 7.
It might as well be 5.
It might as well. Point. Yeah, what's it matter? I'm sick of it.
Sick of it.
But we also normally kick off episodes with either Flying Blind or Sips and Snacks. That's a pairing segment that we'll do. And it sounds like we're finally doing the long-awaited cat food pairing that we've been asking for so long.
I got pate. Could you imagine though if I did a pour over on cat pate? Is that what it is? Pate? Pate?
It's essentially pate.
Pate?
Yeah.
Pate?
Patey?
Turkey, chicken, pate? Pete?
Where'd he come from?
I've been hiding. I've been listening.
Dude. Good. Oh, I guess I should probably talk into the microphone.
No, that's just Pete's time. No, I have one of our favorite treats to kick off spooky season.
Ooh.
But I'm switching the pairing up and I'm trying something different.
Okay. Are you doing bugles and
bugles? No, I'm not Bierman.
Don't need.
Shout out to Steve, Bierman's Bourbon.
It was so good, man.
Doing his own pairing on there and giving me a little shout out. Love that guy. Check him out. No, I brought some Reese's Pumpkins. And we probably do these every time, but you have to.
You have to. This is like, I think this is, this in like the eggs, the Reese's eggs.
Yes.
Best alternative Reese's.
And they're not the same as the normal.
No, they're not.
So
much more peanut butter.
We've done them before. We've done...
This whole thing is 170 calories.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Insane.
It's spooky time. We don't have to worry about that. Spooky on my waist, you know what I mean?
Spooky on the way in, spooky on the way out.
Yeah, see, yeah.
Hate to watch them leave, but I love to watch them.
I think we've done like a bajillion Knob Creek Reese things. I wanted to go a different route today.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to try to make a peanut butter apple.
Okay.
It's got chocolate, I know, but a little peanut butter apple chocolate treat.
Okay.
I haven't had this one. I had a little sip of it a couple weeks ago, and it reminded me of apple, so I brought it back up.
Oh. Hot dog.
Michter's 10 rye.
It's not going to focus because of your eyes, your face. So, yeah, you just hold it like
there
that.
There you go. I have to open it a special way because it's
oh, no.
So I have to.
Oh, no.
Got that.
And we got us a drunk pirate, ladies and gentlemen. The rest of the podcast, you have to do it with the cork in your mouth.
I just talked the whole time.
So, Popeye, what do you see as an attractive feature in Olive Oil? Because she's basically just a stick.
Sticks are meant to be broken. Oh.
Well, I can safely say I wasn't expecting that to be the answer, but Popeye, you do have forearms as big as 3 of my heads.
Whatever he does. So yes, I'm hoping this is going to be like a good pairing for one, but I'm trying to do apples and peanut butter.
That was the weirdest way I could have smelled this.
You did the double smell? Oh my God. He put one half to one nostril, one half to the other. He's smelling both of them at the same time. What the fuck?
We've lost it, dude.
We've lost it.
We have lost our minds.
So good as always. It's just so much peanut butter in these things, and the chocolate is very little.
Did you have to hide these from your kids?
Oh, yeah, I put them in my cabinet upstairs and then snuck them down here earlier. All right.
Let's see how this works, or if it does.
Oh, I think it's going to work. I'll do a little pour over. Look at that. Caught it right on the end. Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh, whoa, whoa,
Whoa. I don't think it did the apple thing. I think it turned it into like... It gave it like a nougat flavor. There's something else going on besides like the fruity thing that you were going for.
Yeah, what is that?
Is it almonds? Is it... It's something nutty.
There's something mixing with that peanut butter it's definitely something I've had before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get much of the fruit that I thought I was going to get. But it is a great pairing. I just can't figure out what that is. What's the proof on these? 94. 46.4%. Is that? Oh, 92.8 proof. Damn, these are good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's a good pairing, though.
It's kind of caramelly. It's kind of cookie doughy, too. Maybe it's like peanut butter cookie dough.
I can see that. Like a peanut butter
chocolate chip cookie dough.
Wow.
Either way, I mean, it didn't do anything that I would have expected it to do with a rye.
No. Interesting.
It's really good, though.
There you go.
Well,
have that pairing. Go do that.
Try it out at home. Let us know. Send us your reels or your TikToks or Instagram posts. We don't have to do. We won't. You know what? We won't even post it on the show. We won't share it with anybody. We just want to see it.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it. But we don't. You don't have to. You don't look.
You think people are shy about stuff?
Maybe.
When we ask and we're like, share this and do this, do you think they don't want to be part of the show? They just like to listen to the show.
I guess so.
Watch the show.
Yeah. But I like the interaction.
I do too.
Like, I don't want to. I understand if you feel anxious or nervous or shy, but it's like it's an important part of the show to me because we get, to hear the people who listen to the show talk back to us.
Could we ever make a episode where it's a choose your adventure episode?
Yes, we could.
If you were like, if you want to see them do that, we do like 3 different versions of every segment.
Skip ahead to 18 minutes and 53 seconds. If you want to see them not like this year's William LaRue Weller.
Oh, God.
If you want them to accidentally break the bottle on the floor, head to minute 3. Because like choose your own adventure books were so weird because you'd go ahead like 50 pages and then it would be like, turn back to page 10. It's like, how did you plan this out?
Yeah.
Like, should it just be all like straight?
Well, now they got the TV shows and stuff that you can do that with.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, how do they do that?
I don't know.
AKA, they filmed a bunch of random stuff and it just works that way. So we're going to do that.
Yeah.
But we're not going to do it until we see that you are interacting with us. So it's up to you, listeners, watchers, everyone out there. If you want that to happen, let us know.
There's got to be a way to do like on YouTube a choose your own adventure thing. Because like I think you can build in buttons like to a video.
Like Benjamin.
Yes.
Yeah. Benjamin Button.
He's built into your wall?
Yeah, he's built backwards though because he went reverse and aging and stuff.
Yeah, I'm getting a headache. Anyway. But like you can click on buttons and it'll subscribe or like go to a particular part. Like surely there's a way to
Would we be the first Bourbon podcast with a choose your own?
Yes.
Don't steal that, whoever's listening, watching.
John.
David Levine.
No. John Edwards, maybe. I don't know. Will Grease. I don't know. Who's listening anymore?
Who's even out there, man?
Just let us know.
Who's out there? Who's out there? Who's out there?
What have you been drinking recently? Why are we so depressed now?
I don't know. This has been a roller coaster. It was like started out a little low energy, then we got excited with candy, then we're back down here. Let's see. What have I been drinking? I had a nice little pour gifted to me by our friends Chris and Lil from Australia.
Mm-hmm.
They have been making their rounds. If you're friends with them, you've seen all their adventures. And I ran into them on accident. I went out to dinner, family dinner, had everybody. We just decided to go to OBC. And lo and behold, I walk in, there they are. That's the first time I've ever met them in person before. And I apologize for how wild my kids were. But anyway, so we have dinner, all that. Like they're with somebody, they have one of their friends, we're over there and we're finishing up and the waiter comes over and he's like, "Hey, this is a pour from the table over here." And he was getting ready to tell me what it is and Chris is like, "Don't tell him." He's like, "He has to guess."
And I think you should leave sketch.
Yeah. The guy's like, "Huh?" He's like, "Don't tell him what it is." So he had it and he was like, "You got to try this." So it ended up being one of their older Weller 107 picks.
Oh,
It's so good. I thought it was Weller 12. I got Weller, but I thought it tasted like 90 proof and old.
nice.
And I was like, this is definitely a Buffalo Trace, like weeded thing. Like, I was like, what is it? I thought it was an old Weller 12.
Mm-hmm.
So, being the guy I am, I had to return the favor. And this is probably, I'm going to just pat myself on the back. This is the quickest I've ever had a good idea in my life. Like it's like all my bourbon gears just started working at one time for the first time ever. Because
I remember my first time.
it took this long. But
it does happen quicker than you expect on your first time.
So I was like, it was Chris and Lil, and I apologize. They introduced me to their friend. She was really nice, but I can't remember her name. But
What'd she look like?
She's got black hair. She's really hyper. She was really hyper. She was like, I don't know.
Don't know either.
I don't know.
I could just ask them.
She was really nice. But I was like, I got like a half an ounce for everybody. And I was like, what can I get? What can I get? And I know that they've been having the best of everything since they've been doing that. But I go, I wonder if they've just had regular Turkey 101. And I don't think regular Turkey 101 is the same in Australia because it's like the age-stated one and stuff. And that was my mind. And I go, I think this is the right way to go. So I did. And nobody guessed it. And everybody thought it was like like a big rare release
Really?
of something. And it was straight up normal Turkey 101.
That's really genius, actually.
Yeah. And then I went back to normal, and I have not been.
and
And I was like, what?
then I started drooling again.
And then
my one eye went off in the wrong direction.
immediately turned into a Quasimodo.
Handsome Squidward on your way up.
It was like the clock ticked midnight, and I turned back into like oh, and they also OBC also has their new round of cocktails, and they are called the Anti-Heroes. And I got one called Saiyan Pride, which was based off Vegeta.
Yeah.
And it was so good. I had to take a picture of it because it's when OBC does, like, they don't just do like, here's an old fashioned and they call it Vegeta. Like they get
it's
crazy
a bourbon and
them.
Coke. it's Sasuke.
It's just watered down Jack Daniels. It's like, here's the Yamcha.
It comes with a floater of the dead Yamcha meme.
Oh.
Yeah, Yamcha's here. Oh no, Yamcha's dead.
Saiyan Pride is barrel aged, sweet and savory. What is that? Vucare. Yeah, I don't know what Vucare was. And then OBC baked date and bacon fat, washed Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, American apple brandy, finished in Kentucky bourbon and new charred oak barrels, Italian sweet vermouth, French herbal liqueur, Trinidadian Suquad bitters, Luxardo cherry, and dehydrated cinnamon apple. That was all in that thing.
So, first of all,
and it was great.
The man, the myth, the legend himself, Iverson,
yes,
is who really elevated the cocktail game for OBC. He's not, I don't think he even really works there anymore, but he was just such a magician with the cocktail creations that he made. And I mean, literally for years, he was doing like different seasonal cocktails and coming up with everything himself, not just the whiskey ones, tequila cocktails, vodka cocktails. So when you see something like that with all of those crazy ingredients, it's because he stepped up and set the bar for everybody else. So it's to me, it's not just the like, because, you know, OBC is owned by BHG, which is a corporation.
Corporate.
But it's not just me like shilling for Bluegrass Hospitality Group. I know the guy who made it what it is
cocktails
today.
At any other
Exactly.
other places.
Yeah. So when I say like you have to go to OBC when you're in Lexington, it's because it's an experience that you're literally not going to get anywhere else.
Right, and they have such a huge whiskey collection, but the cocktails, man, the cocktails are where it's at. You get that iPad, you get to play around, you get to scroll through all the cocktails and stuff, and you're just like, what?
Yeah.
And I guarantee there's going to be something, whether you're a nerd or like you like movies or something, there's going to be one cocktail at least sticks out to you just based on the name. Like they had the Dark Knight, they had like the Black Pearl, which was a pirate one.
Oh, Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah.
All this stuff.
Was it a rum cocktail?
Yes, it was a rum. It was a rum and bourbon old fashioned. I had that. Yeah, I had that one too. Called the Black Pearl. But yeah, and they had a Venom one. I can't remember what was in that. So
a Vucare is an International Bartender Awards official association. Excuse me, association.
Oh,
Resociation. I don't know. Official cocktail made with rye whiskey, cognac, sweet vermouth, Benedictine, and Peychaud's bitters. So it's a take on the Vucare.
Vucare.
Yeah.
Vucare.
I would still wind up getting a Negroni if I ordered that.
Vuk this.
Hey, that's not what I asked for. I asked for a Sazerac. Well, speaking of Chris and Lil, I got to see them at the UK Tailgate last Saturday.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to stay super long. I had wanted to go and hang out with them after after they left tailgate. Again, we still had so much to do. And I'm still saying we have a lot to do. So imagine last Saturday what it was like.
Yeah.
So
you were silent for a good 48 hours.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I had other things going on as well. But they were at the Goodfellas tent. And it turned into a bottle share. Like people were just bringing up, like, there was an Eagle Rare pick that was up there. There was an Old Forester barrel proof rye pick that was up there, which was excellent. There was a Boo Rye.
Barrel proof rye pick. Is that a thing?
Old Forester barrel proof rye?
I know a barrel proof rye, but it was a pick?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen a pick.
Surely you have. I think one or two made it to TIMBP weekend.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh. I had so much.
Yeah.
I do have a Old Forester barrel proof rye. Not even opened over there.
It's got to be a pick, dude.
It's not. It's from the distillery.
Old Forester. Well, okay, but it's a single barrel.
I thought you meant like a pick. They
do picks.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
See, my dumb brain is.
What the rye?
Pick? What is that?
I never heard of a pick before.
That's a major reward.
What's this bourbon? Anyway.
All right.
But the star of all the bottles that were up there was a Bourbon Mafia Nashville Barrel Co. single barrel pick.
How old was it?
8 years.
Really?
And 124 proof.
Pure MGP?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think.
They've had some Kentucky ones.
Yeah. It was spectacular.
Oh.
It was absolutely spectacular. And you can buy it on their website.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Yeah. So once the next payday comes,
next Friday.
And I've got a birthday party behind me,
Mm.
I will be buying one.
Nice.
So otherwise, I went to Liquor Barn yesterday to stock up for the birthday party. Had an OESO pick that was on their tasting bar. It was really bad.
What?
It was horrible.
I don't believe it.
No, dude. It was gross.
After all the praise we gave.
I know. It was
still my favorite.
I think it was just a bad pick.
I want a bad one. I want a bad one.
You want a bad one?
No, I don't want a bad one.
Oh,
I don't want it.
That's your collect. You've got all 10 recipes, but they're all good. And then the next 10 is just really bad.
Maybe
picks.
that's my next bourbon journey. I get the
just
worst
bad bottles.
Worst of the worst.
That's not a terrible idea.
I've already got some of them sitting right behind me.
Hidden barn.
The barn that is hidden. Good.
Trying to think what else. Picked up another 10-year Knob Creek pick from Liquor Barn.
Nice.
As well.
Nice
that those are
what are we going to drink tonight at the party?
Coming back around. I just got some standard stuff for the party.
What are we going to drink?
Oh, what are we going to drink?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to drink that Knob Creek.
Okay.
We're going to drink. See, not all of my special bottles are here. But I was kind of thinking about breaking out the makers again.
Okay.
So, we'll see.
We'll see.
But, yeah, got some good stuff lined up. This My Bourbon Podcast is brought to you by Reship. One of the hardest parts of shopping online these days is being able to ship into the continental United States or within any territory that you might be presiding in. And Reship is here to help you out with all of your shipping needs abroad, of course, most importantly. But Reship is an innovative global shopping and shipping platform that connects customers around the world with their favorite brands in Canada, the UK, and the USA. No sales tax address. It provides a unique solution to international shopping limitations by offering customers their personal addresses in these countries, thereby enabling them to shop as if they were locals. With your own reship address, you can purchase from an extensive variety of online stores from across the USA, Canada, and the UK, even if those stores do not offer international shipping. And reship is particularly helpful for any of those really super sought-after, highly exclusive items that might be exclusive to these markets or that you can't find in your local stores that might not carry. So, we talk a lot about on the show our nerdy habits. Overseas, there might be some Japanese goods that you're trying to find, but also, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. This is a Bourbon Podcast. You might be able to find some help out if you head to the link in the description below for reship.com. By clicking on that link, signing up for a membership, you are not only getting a great deal and finding the best way to send products to yourself that you could not find otherwise within your place of residence, but you are also supporting This Is My Bourbon Podcast. So head to the Reship link in the description below. Thank you, Reship, for supporting This Is My Bourbon Podcast. So this is going to be a quicker episode this week. I've got to get back to setting up for this party. But we couldn't leave you without a review.
Duh. What we got?
We got Copper and King's bourbon. Finished.
Son of a...
in American apple brandy barrels. And this is 111 proof. Not sure what the age is on it.
Give me a little 60-second review of Copper and Kings, because aren't they known for their apple brandy or something like that? Because I don't know a lot about them, period.
I can do that in like 2 seconds.
Do it.
Never had it.
Okay. But this is like their first like bourbon?
Yeah, this is their first bourbon release.
Okay.
I believe they distilled it too.
But people have finished their products in Copper and King stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's where I think I've seen that or heard of it the most.
So it says it's Sonic aged as well.
Like the hedgehog?
Sure. Why not? We're throwing things at the wall these days. No, I think what it is
Super aged.
They're pumping sound at
it.
The way
blackened.
like blackened.
I wonder what song they're using. A remix of Kentucky distilling traditions that no one saw coming. So if it's a remix, it's definitely some like hip hop.
Ooh.
Remember that bass? Boom, 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 boom. So yeah.
Oh man, if you get some like Tribe Called Quest,
you imagine
bumping at it.
Shoot,
fantastic.
Yeah. A bourbon called Quest.
Anyway. I genuinely have a headache. I think it's from how much we laughed.
All right. More finished whiskey. Let's see what it does.
Your favorite.
Just sick of it.
Are you? That's the first I'm hearing of
really?
this.
I thought I've said it before.
I don't think so.
Sick of it. Okay, this smells pretty good.
It smells good. If I had been going into this blind, I probably, based off the nose, would have thought that it was something dusty. Honestly,
it smells cigarette.
Cigarette?
Yes.
Is that the rejected Chuck E. Cheese character? It's a chain smoking rat.
Smells like a cigarette. Cigarette. Isn't cigarette one cigarette? Isn't a pack of cigarettes? So one is a cigarette, right?
No, I think it's just called cigarettes, dude.
For real?
Yes.
No. I thought it'd be like a cigarette.
A single rat?
Yeah, like a rat, single cigarette.
You are making stuff up hot and heavy right now.
That's not what it is?
No.
Oh.
If it is, I've never heard of it before.
It smells like a cigarette.
I do like the thought of cigarette though.
Yeah. Just a single
Hey,
cigarette.
Chucky, get off the stage, you mook.
Get off the stage. Make me a hot pie.
Where's my slice? You know I love a New York slice, Chucky.
It reminds me.
Hey, Birdie, what are you doing later? I know what you're doing. This guy.
Oh, my God. Hey, you want to pass around the pigskin a little bit?
I'm not talking about the football.
It smells like we're at a meetup and we're just passing around a
One
bourbon
cigarette.
and we're just sharing a cigarette. It does. It smells like
It does kind of smell tobacco-y.
tobacco-y,
Yeah.
not really straight up like this dark cigar, but like this tobacco-y. Yeah, we're at a bourbon meetup and there's smoke. It's not bad. I kind of dig it.
Well, you like
honestly.
cigarettes, so
Yeah, I like to have one cigarette every once in a while.
you know that's right.
Hey.
Come here.
Get over
It's
here.
been
What's that
too-
pie?
It's been too long, Eric.
You know, extra cheese.
Bill de Blasio.
Oh my God.
All right.
All right. Cheers. That ain't bad.
I like it.
What's the proof on it?
111. It's very sweet.
It does taste like I've not had too many apple brandies, but I feel like if I was drinking apple brandy, this is what it would taste like. But I think the bourbon part of it makes it more approachable for me. What? It's not bourbon.
I've had brandy a few
Oh, God.
times.
Shit.
I had it last night.
Yeah.
I love cigarette. It's my new favorite.
She had a little extra cheese on her, but that's okay.
If you know what I mean.
That's okay. You know what I mean. Yeah.
We got stuck in the ball pit last night.
Oh.
What do you mean I can't say that in front of the kids?
Here's a token. Get out of here.
Here's a token, and here's a toke.
Don't tell your mother.
Where are my lucky strikes? Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's serviceable. I'm not just like overly blown away by this in the way that other people seem to have been.
What are people saying about it?
That it's really good.
Okay.
And I think it's good. I'm
good.
not like flipping over backwards or anything
It's solid
for it.
I think the packaging, like the bottle and
Oh,
their
it's
label,
sick.
is amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have to have this myself. I'm glad you got it.
Yeah, I am also glad that I got it on sale. I went up to the cash register at the Kroger Wine and Spirits, and I already had the bottle in hand. I was like, I need to get this. We're gonna review it anyway. Just have it around. Just try it. And exactly like you said, they had some in cases, and then they had a couple behind the cash register. And behind the cash register, the price was $75. I was like, do I really want to pay $75 for this? I guess we need it anyway. And he rings me up, and it's $52.99. And I was like, huh? I like picked the bottle back up and looked at it and like set it back down and looked at it again. And I was like, are you sure the price is right?
The price is
the
wrong,
price is
bitch.
wrong. Sorry. my throat's getting scuffed. He was like, yeah, there's a sale on it. It's like
Kroger to the rescue.
$20 off.
So
It's crazy.
the normal price is $75.
That's my guess. If I see anything at Kroger, I'm assuming that's the MSRP for it.
Yeah.
Because they're usually like $1 or $2 off
Right.
from
Use your
it.
Kroger card. Doesn't take anything off, but you still get fuel points.
You do get fuel points from it. I forgot this time.
Didn't they remind you?
Nope. He was preoccupied talking with somebody else.
Oh. He's like, yep, you're good. And it's like $5. He's like,
Can I have the keys to your car too?
Sure. He's like,
Anyway. So, nose, palette, finish, and price is our review system. Each category is out of 5. Final score is out of 20.
20?
What do you think about the nose on this one, Eric?
It's unique to me. It reminds me of a moment. Like I said, it's kind of smoky, tobacco-y, and then just smells like bourbon and a cigarette. I'll give it a 3.
I was between a 2.5 and a 3. I think I'm going to give it a 3 as well. It's not blowing my balls off or anything.
Yeah.
It's
Hey.
hey. Brandy blew my balls off last night.
Let me tell you about Apple Brandon's
Let me
balls.
tell you a couple things.
Let me tell you a little about balls.
I gotta find some other things to say. A cigarette. I can't keep going back to Governor Cuomo, more like Governor. Oh no!
I thought you say homo. Oh Lord!
You mess with one of us rats, you mess with all of us rats. Rat York City.
Rats off to you. Little throwback Tim and Eric's though.
That was good. That was good. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3.
Okay.
On the nose, palate, I think is also a 3. I don't think that there's too much development between the nose and the palate, and I also think that it's. I just think it's solid.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
I would like to make a cocktail out of this.
Oh yeah.
I'll give it a 3.
Finish, I think, is the weakest point. It's a little short, and it goes kind of bitter. It's a 2 for me, unfortunately.
1.5.
Oof. Okay.
There is hardly no finish, and what, like you said, what little finish there is weird. I don't like it.
Yeah. Price at $75. For it being their first bourbon, you know, they're not a new distillery. They're not trying to like put out young stuff to gain capital to do more.
Get clicks.
Yeah, I think it's such a weird price for this. I mean, unless this is like a 6 or 7 year old bourbon, which I don't think it is. I think it's like 4.
That's a lot.
It doesn't taste older than 4 or 5 years.
Mm-mm.
That being said, I mean, it's still a good product. I just would rather spend $75 on
A lot of things.
a lot of things. two bottles of Elijah Craig and then have $15 left over.
Yeah.
It's a 2.5 for me on the price.
2.
So you gave it a 9.5.
Yeah.
I think I gave it a 10.5.
Probably right. I think you scored a little higher on stuff.
Yeah, I gave it a 10.5.
I don't know. And this is not even like about it being finished and me being stuck of the finished stuff. It's just other than that kind of unique nose, the palate is okay.
Yeah.
Everything else is not that great to me.
Yeah.
So thanks
I have to
for
agree.
buying that.
Mm-hmm.
So I can drink it.
Gee, you're so welcome. What a great friend I am. Oh man.
You squashed your bottle.
Sick of it. We got a barrel ring this week.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to start playing these through my computer so I don't have to hold my phone up.
You can do that?
Yeah, I can. What do you mean you can do that?
Well, you've always done the phone thing.
Well, there was a period where I was playing it through my computer, but only into our headphones.
Oh.
And nobody else, like the Patreon, I was dumb and Patreon wasn't getting.
We're figuring things out. I mean,
We're getting there.
We're getting there,
man. We're getting there. It's just anything to make us look professional. No text messages this week.
Y'all were supposed to be texting,
Except
bro.
from Circle K code. Oh, back on April 10th.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, they were ahead of the game. Sorry about that.
It's all good. All right. Oh, I guess we should explain what this is. Yeah, this is our segment called Barrel Rings, where you can call in, leave a voicemail for the show, and we'll listen to it here. And if you want to do that, you can head to just your phone.
You can go to
the phone
that
app
you talk
on.
to people.
You're probably listening to this show or watching it on your phone
Or your iPad.
or your.
859-428-8253. Call that number. You can be on the show. Just like who we got today.
I'll give you one guess.
Good morning, gentlemen. This is your favorite person named Bill.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think. I don't know. Do you know any other Bills?
Yeah,
I don't know.
several.
My uncle.
Not the football team, Eric. Just, the guy. The
Oh.
guy.
The guy.
Congratulations, guys, on over 300 episodes. That's very awesome. Sorry I didn't call earlier, but, life. So, just wanted to come in here, say hi, see how things are going.
Hi.
Make sure you remember me.
How could we
remember
forget you?
the 4th of November. Is that how that goes? Whatever. I'm still trying to wake up here. I'm sitting in front of Planet Fitness thinking about going inside. Anywho.
Been there.
I hope all is well for you guys.
Been there.
I don't really have anything else to say. I do have a hot take,
Okay.
high-proof hot take, if you will. People need to stop being dicks.
Oh, agreed.
I don't know if we can say that on the radio.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, yeah.
think about that. If you're being a dick to someone, you're being mean, you're being rude. So, before you get on some weird nonsense, just think, am I being a dick? If the answer is yes, then don't be a dick. Unless you're Eric on the Discord, you can be a dick all you want, because it's actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
All right, boys,
Yeah.
I will holla at you later. Peace out!
Peace out, yo. Yeah, don't be a dick.
No.
Unless you're allowed to, like me.
Unless you've got the dick card.
You got the big dick card? That's me, baby.
You got the,
you know about that.
I got the big dick card. Get out of dick free card.
What now? I'm putting them processing.
I don't know. What did I say?
Get out of dick free card.
Yeah.
So you've normally been paying for it, but it's free this time?
To get it out.
Yeah.
Put a quarter in my piggy bank every time.
Oh, my God.
I can't disagree with that. I think people are still trying to readjust to
Society. We
post
are a society.
Post-pandemic. We do be living in a society, though. A little bit of kindness goes a long way.
Yeah. Especially, it just goes back to the stuff I see still all the time. We've touched on this so many times, is the gatekeeping, being turds to people who maybe knew, or maybe they post something that they're asking a question or something like that. Instead of just helping them or answering, they're like, "What are you, stupid?"
Yeah.
All that stuff. So I still see that all the time. And yeah, it's stupid. It's lame.
Yeah. Again, that's why I hate the phrase, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's gatekeeping, and
if
nobody
you
has
know-
time for that.
If you know that, you know that.
Yeah. Other high proof hot takes. The whole Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift thing is a hoax.
Yes.
What was that?
Huh? It's true. It's all part of the NFL.
I'm so annoyed.
It's
with it.
NFL and their team, free publicity. Everybody's talking about it. It's not real. It's fake, and y'all fell for it. Especially you Swifties. You're a cult. You're crazy. Get alive. There, I said it.
Tips and bits.
Okay.
We both watched a movie
We did.
this week. I'm assuming we both watched a TV show this week.
We did.
Actually, I know we both watched it because I saw you had things to say about it
I did.
online. Where do you want to start?
I wonder if everybody's watched Ahsoka by now, or should we save it? I mean,
Let's save it.
Just watch it.
Yeah.
Watch it, enjoy it. Don't worry about what you see people saying because they don't understand what's happening. So they don't understand, so they say, "This is dumb. This isn't Star Wars."
There's so many resources to like get caught up on it, even if you don't want to sit through, 10 seasons of animation.
Yeah.
Go to the Wikipedia. Whatever. Wikipedia.
It's still good, even without it.
Well, sure, yeah, but I mean, like, if you don't feel like you have time and you want to know what's happening, there's other ways to get around it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we can hold off until next week. I actually watched 2 movies this week. There was the one that we both watched, Brightburn, and the other one I had never seen before, A Clockwork Orange.
Really?
Yeah. I had never seen it before.
Been a long time since I watched that.
It's
weird.
Mm-hmm. And like, I get it. And I think I like it the more I think about it.
Yeah.
But it's real strange, man. Stanley Kubrick was something else.
I was probably 14 or 15 since the last time I watched that.
Wow. I do think it's one of those classics where you should watch it just to kind of understand the commentary around it. But I mean, it's not on my like best movie ever list or anything. Right. I doubt I'll go back and watch it again. But it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's super interesting. It was way ahead of its time. I think they did a spectacular job with what they were able to accomplish in the 70s. And it's good.
Cool.
Kind of the reason that we watched it too, Lucy and I watched it. The reason we watched it was because we've had this ongoing list for, almost as long as we've been together. Not just of movies to watch, but spooky movies to watch. So that has been on there for a long time. And I finally was just like, you know what? Let's watch it.
We have modern technology that gives us the ability to watch almost anything we want. Let's do it.
I don't think I had to rent it either. I think it's just free on Prime Video.
Nice.
So, yeah. But Brightburn. So, do you want to give people a synopsis of what Brightburn is before we talk about it real quick?
Brightburn.
What did you think the story was?
Brightburn is basically the story if you took Superman, but he grew up as a evil little child, and you get to see what it's like as parents who find this evil little superhuman and how they deal with it. And that's pretty much it. And everything goes bad.
It goes
horribly
from
wrong
bad to worse so catastrophically quickly too. And so I'd seen it before. It's been a few years. I think the first time I watched it actually was right before Eden was born.
Oh no! And you're like, what have I done? Am I about to create an evil supervillain?
So I liked it quite a bit back then, but
was this?
It's just okay.
J.J. Abrams, or is that who did this one?
I think J.J. Abrams was involved in some of the production, but James Gunn, because his wife or fiance Jennifer Holland, who was in Peacemaker, is his teacher towards the beginning of the movie. Michael Rooker, spoilers, makes an appearance at the end as a kind of a shock jock TV show host. He's like breaking the news about this Superman-esque character or person being in their world. And then also he starts talking about like an Aquaman type and Wonder Woman. I think he mentions Batman too.
Something.
I can't remember.
Anyway, it makes you think that there's going to be like a whole movie series over these evil superheroes.
And they are working on a sequel.
It's been forever.
Yeah. 2016, I think, is when this movie came out. And Yeah, they've got a sequel in the works. So I guess we'll see some kind of development there. I think more than anything, that's why I enjoyed this movie. Just like the potential of there being
Right. And it's just
a big
like
thing like that.
It's like a what if type deal.
Yeah.
You know, what if, you know, they made comics like this all the time.
Here's the thing though. It's just kind of a boring what if. Like, I didn't not enjoy it, but there are parts of it where I was like, this is dragging. This is kind of poorly made. I don't know. I wasn't as blown away. Not that I was really like, oh, this is the best movie ever. But I wasn't feeling the big feelings that I did last time.
I think it gets better as you're a parent, because I just sit and question and go, what if I was having to deal with this?
Yeah.
I mean, there's one scene where they pretty much figured out that their child is evil, and the father, who they adopted this kid. It's the same origin story as Superman. He lands, you know, spaceship, all this stuff. And he takes him out to the woods to teach him to hunt, and then he shoots him in the back of the head. And obviously, he's the Man of Steel, and it just bounces off. And so all of a sudden, the dad is like, oh no. And the son didn't even question it.
I've made a huge mistake.
Yeah. Killed him right then. Kills his mom too, spoiler alert.
Mm-hmm. His mom, who up until that point, when she realizes that he did kill people and is evil, is a complete and total psychopath.
Yes.
Like, I understand your kids can do no wrong and they're always going to be your babies and like blah, 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 blah. I get that. But also the reality of it is your kids are going to mess up and you have to be a responsible parent and accept that. And she is just a helicopter mom.
Yeah.
Who she thinks her kid can do nothing wrong. And she's crazy.
Yeah.
She's a crazy person.
I do enjoy how, and it's probably one of the weirder parts of the movie, I do enjoy how they really went into the whole, like, this alien kid is supposed to, like, you know, procreate and make more aliens and stuff. And, like, he hits puberty, and all of a sudden, like, he's thinking about, like, mating and all this stuff.
Yeah, he gets real horny real quick.
Real horny real quick. They keep it pretty, you know, pretty unweird. But I like how they touched on that, because, like, that's the main thing, you know, and, like, he's this alien, he's coming to take over this planet, and he's supposed to reproduce and all that, and you start seeing that, and he finds a spaceship, and he kills people, he kills his uncle. I mean, it's just like, he pretty much kills his whole family and the girl he likes, his mom. And this is a perfect, like, 11-year-old to, like, 15-year-old scary movie.
Yeah.
Like, this would blow their balls off. Like, this is the movie, like, oh, guys, let's watch it. Like, it's got the kid, he kills people and all that. And then as an adult, it's a really, like, entertaining thing, because it makes you think, like, what if my kid was that evil? Like, well, how would I deal with that? Or like, oh, this is less like Superman. What if Superman was evil and stuff? So it's a decent movie.
Yeah.
And I think it just depends on your age, how you're going to think about it and how you're going to take it in.
Mm-hmm.
And I like his mask.
Oh, his mask is so cool.
His mask is awesome.
I love his little symbol.
Yeah.
Too. I think that was a really creative little take on the Superman insignia.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would recommend it. But it wouldn't be at like the top of my list to recommend or really to watch again anytime soon.
Yeah.
There's just so many other good horror movies out there. Yeah. Check it out. Do you have a horror movie for us to watch this week?
I apologize if it's not free to stream, but we may have to rent it. But I want us to watch the new A24 Talk to Me.
Oh, yes.
Because I've not seen it yet.
I haven't either.
And that will be almost like a fresh review.
Yes. I've been wanting to watch it.
Yeah. So I want to watch that.
Yeah. That sounds chef's kiss.
There we go. So you watch it too, listeners, watchers, and then you can yell at us through your phone or the screen about what we're wrong about, but we won't care because we can't hear you. Unless you comment and you say mean things, and then it hurts us.
And I say it. And I get say it.
And then I'll call my friend Cigarette, and he'll tell you how it is.
And I'm going to take you out in the alley, and I'm going to beat you to a bloody pulp. Hey, Chucky.
You know what Cigarette does with all his tokens? He subscribes to the Patreon and supports the show for as little as $1 a month. You can do that. But at $5, you get all the bonus stuff. You get Pours from the Floor, which is a Patreon-only episode. You get Sample Irresistible, Patreon only. You get the uncut episode, Patreon only. You get Bop Chicka Wow Wow. You know what I'm saying, Brandy?
Hey, I know what you're saying.
That's another Patreon only episode. You get all the extra stuff, $5 a month, or you can go even higher depending on what you want to do. To the moon.
We got a new patron.
I know. I knew that.
I thought I caught you.
Nope. I already knew this.
Thought I caught you. Brand new patron at the $5 tier, Mr. Will Barrett has started supporting
Will Barrett.
This Is My Bourbon Podcast.
Will Barrett. Appreciate that guy. I was out getting salami the other day for a rare charcuterie board that I was making. And I just didn't know what.
Were you pairing it with rare character?
Yeah. I was going to pour a little rare character, and then I was going to get a rare caricature drawn of myself and Will. He was actually drawing rare caricatures at the salami shop, where we were getting rare charcuterie boards. And he had a one hand was drawn, and the other one was holding salami, but he said, "You've got to get the pepperoni." I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, my special pepperoni." I was like, "Okay, this is getting a little weird, but it's okay."
It was even stranger when he zipped his pants down and he pulled it out from his pant leg.
Yeah, he said that's just where he had like he had like one of those big jackets that has like, you see in the movies and they have all the watches and stuff in there. And he's like, "What do you want?" He had salami and pepperoni.
Mm-hmm.
And I won't lie, I grabbed one of each, and boy, did it end with a bang in my mouth. Like the flavor was great. Will definitely knows what he's doing. He can draw and he can do meat stuff in both hands at the same time. And I appreciate him supporting the show. He's supposed to be drawing a picture of us.
Oh, cool.
Drinking rare caricatures. Rare caricatures of us drinking rare caricatures. So Will, thank you. Just let me know when you get those done. I'll get them framed. I'll put them back there. Perry can hang one in the new studio. But we appreciate you. Keep slapping that meat and drawing those pictures. So yeah, join the Patreon. If you want to send us a message, an email, you can send an email to thismybourbonshop@gmail.com. You can ask us something. You can ask us where to send samples to, stuff to review, whatever you want. If you want to get some merch, you can go to bourbonshop.threadless.com. If you want to follow us on all social media, you can go to Instagram @mybourbonpod. You can follow me at Whiskey Mutant. You can follow Perry at PRitter1792. You can go to YouTube and watch this episode videoed. That doesn't... I could say that better. You can go to YouTube and watch a video version of this episode. It comes out the Friday after. Comment, subscribe, share, everything. All the stuff you're supposed to do. You know the drill. It's just how we do it. Tell people about us. Leave 5-star reviews, ratings, all the stuff. Thank you. That's a podcast. Let's go party.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
For you two.
Okay. I don't know why, but I just completely blanked on whether I actually completed this last week's episode.
Yeah.
And so I just had to go check and make sure that like everything was there. And it is, thankfully. I don't know, man. It's been a rough week.
You get live editing in, you get all this stuff. The stuff that you don't know what happens. We just do it right here.
Yep. All right.
Meat and pictures and rats.
Uh-huh.
Take us home, cigarette.
Support your boys.
Yeah.
Stimulate the economy.
Yeah, stimulate that.
Stimulate them.
Get it in that ball pit. Extra cheese. You know what I mean? See ya. That's an episode. I'm the Whiskey Mutant.
I'm the Pear Bear. We'll see you guys next week. Until then.
We're TIMBP, baby.
Bye-bye.
Rare character.